Hi folks, this is Keith Beardsley of the Beardsley Real Estate Team with Century 21. I just thought I would do a quick intro video, let you know who we are, how we work, down below this one, which will show you what we mean when we say we're a country agent and what areas that we tend to work. Now our team consists primarily of myself. I'm the agent that you will run into, the one who will be by your house and so on, the one who will show you homes if you're buying one. We also have Ben Beardsley, who was an agent for 10 years, a very good agent for 10 years, who looks after a lot of the administrative side of things now and the finance side because it gets more and more complicated every year. And periodically you'll see my four-legged companion, Darcy, who's, as I make this, about 6.5 years old, and he tends to wander in and out of videos checking out what I'm doing, and periodically if I'm on the phone you may even hear him because he likes to join the conversation. Now I use the expression who you use really matters. I use that a lot, and the reason I do that is because it's important that you, whether you're buying or selling a home, have an agent that knows what they're doing, has some experience behind them, and they can help you. You can work with them. You have to be able to trust your agent's advice. You don't necessarily always have to agree with them, but you have to trust what they're saying to you. Now, in the Ottawa board, we have somewhere over 4,000 agents, and in the surrounding boards, there's probably, I don't know, maybe another 1,500. That's a lot of agents to pick from. That's a lot of agents telling you, I'm number one, I'm the best. You know, we all do. Anyways, look at who you want to hire. Take a good look at them. Look at their experience level. Do they have a lot? Are they brand new? If you're buying, do they work with buyers? Sounds like a strange question, but it's not. If you're selling your home, is the bulk of their business or most of the work they do selling homes for people? Big difference, different mindset when you're selling a home for someone than when you're bringing somebody in and you want them to buy it. So it does make a difference which type of agent that you're dealing with. Buyer agent, seller agent, or someone that does a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and covers both. That's your choice. Now, in my case, the other point I'll add is that I do work primarily, yes, with sellers, although I do work with buyers who are well qualified and so on and serious. I will work with them as well, but I tend to focus on the selling side. I'm also a certified seniors real estate specialist. In Ontario, you can't call yourself a specialist in anything or advertise yourself as a specialist in anything in real estate unless you actually have the paper to back it up. So yes, I'm a seniors real estate specialist. And if you look at this face, I'm a senior. I know exactly what every one of you are going through. I know exactly the decisions that you're making. I know why you are making those decisions in many cases. Why? Because Bev and I make the same decisions every day that you're making. So I get it. And yes, a very large part of my business is working with seniors, both in the country and also in the city, because we do get referred to people in the city as well. I'm also a certified seller specialist. So yes, got the paper to say that I've taken all sorts of courses on how to work with sellers, and I know what I'm doing. And just, of course, practical business. For all these years, it's predominantly been with sellers. So there's a lot of background there, a lot of experience. And I'm also a certified real estate negotiation expert. So yes, certified in that too. I enjoy the negotiating process. And outside of real estate, I have an awful lot of job experience, let's call it that, of negotiating with people or associations or companies in jobs I held, in previous to real estate. If I'm selling your home, I'm here to get you the highest price possible for it. And if you're a senior, that's really important as well, because that's essentially your retirement fund. Something to think about. Now, I can say in my business over the last 21, almost 22 years, if I look back, The bulk of my business has been with sellers. Now, I'd say probably 80%, somewhere in that range. Some years it goes up, some years it goes down, depends on the market. But when you work with sellers, you get used to solving problems for them. The problem might be something that turned up in an inspection. It may be, who knows, maybe the septic system failed, and now you've got to negotiate that. We get used to doing that. We get used to representing a seller's viewpoint. Buyers agents do a good job working for buyers. That's their job. Who you use is up to you. With that many agents to pick from, don't be afraid to check and look into what they do or how they do it or interview them or whatever. Those are your decisions that you as a seller or a buyer must make. Can you work with this person? Do they know their stuff? That's really what it boils down to. And there's a lot of hype out there. There's a lot of people running around saying, I'm number one, I'm number one. Really? And believe me, there are a lot of gimmicks in real estate. All you got to do is turn on the TV and you can see them. As my parents always taught me, if it sounds too good to be true, maybe it is. So please take a look at the rest of our website here. Don't just stop at this or at this mugshot here. Take a good look at our site. You'll see all sorts of Google reviews on it, reviews from former buyers, from former sellers. There's a lot here, a lot of good information on this site for you. So again, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And as I said, if you can, look at the one just below that. It'll tell a little bit more about some of the work we do. And as I said at the beginning, keep in mind, who you use really does matter. Have a great day.